I think I know what the goats mean and how they tie in with Project Cold Harbor. The second part of this theory is far out there, but just hear me out. First and foremost, I think Project Cold Harbor is Harmony Cobell's project. I think she's been seeing this project through since the beginning, and I think she has personal ties to it that involve her mother, Charlotte Cobell, more on that at the end. Which is why she was so obsessed with Mark and why she tells Helena in the parking lot, I intend to finish the work that I started. And it's why she has such a massive breakdown when Mark asks her about Gemma, because she realizes that Project Cold Harbor is now in legitimate jeopardy of not being finished. Now here's what I think Lumon's trying to accomplish with Cold Harbor. And remember, it's gonna get weird, but bear with me. I think Lumon's trying to do one of two things. Either A, take people that are brain dead and try to rewrite their brains and basically restore their memories, or B, create robotic beings and fill their minds with human memories and or emotions. That's not the weird part though. What's weird is I kind of feel like they may be using goats to do it. More specifically though, the brains of goats. You see, the brain of a goat is actually very similar in size and structure to a human brain. Could Lumon be raising their goats to adulthood when their brains would be fully developed, and then they transplant that brain into someone who's brain dead and use the MDR program to rewire it, or implant it into an AI and do the same thing to make it more human-like? This would make sense of some of the goat imagery we've seen in the show, particularly in the intro when we see an image of a goat wearing a suit as if the goat were a person. And Mark is so important to this because Lumon is so invested in whether he can make this work with Gemma after what happened to her in the car accident. And Miss Cobell's invested because I think her mother is in line for the same program, but she needs to know that it works with Mark and Gemma. Lumon said in episode 5 that Project Cold Harbor was going to be a historic event in the history of the world. I think this would fit that bill. I'm curious to know what you guys think about this theory.